Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Look what I got in the mail today, guys. I got Insoles. So these are Cadence brand insoles, and they are new to us. So these are sample pairs that I got in the mail to try. Taking a look at the boxes and taking a look at what's going on. These are the regular ones. I guess the company started in 2012. This is my size, which in their case is size F for Frank, or the grades I got in school. So men, size 9.5 to 10.5. So that's, I'm guessing that's me, because I wear 10.5 to 11, and you don't want to get the next size up, which will be too big. So, and then the blue one, which is called low volume, my guess is that these are lighter ones and are not as thick in the sole. So there's less of it, possibly lighter is my guess. Again, size F, my grades in school, and my sizes. So first, what I want to do today with these things, and I've messed around with these before with other brands. I've never heard of this brand, but I heard these are one of the best ones for tennis. So I want to weigh these, and I want to weigh it compared to what, this is my shoe, the Novak Court FF2 by Asics. I'm going to take this insole out. I'm going to weigh it and then check the differences in how they're made, what it really does for you, what the quality of each one is, and then do a comparison. So let's start by weighing them up. So this is the one that comes stock in the shoe, okay? This weighs nothing. 23.5 grams. So that's the one that comes in the shoe. The blue one, which is what they call low volume, so I'm guessing this is going to be lighter. Oh, 76.5 grams. And so this is the regular one. This actually feels lighter than the low volume one to me. Not much, 72 grams. So they're very similar, if not, just a few grams difference. Let's check the swing weight. No, just kidding. All right, let's try them on. Check it out here. So I'm gonna actually just go right for the regular first. I mean, I kind of remember what these feel like. I haven't played for a while. It's been raining out here. And there's a damn thing called a virus going on. So, I've never really complained about the ones that they give you. I mean, they're totally fine. I switch them out every month to 2 months anyways, the whole shoe. So, I mean, I've always thought those are fine. So, all right, let's try. Let's try their standard one, the established in 2012 version. Let's see. Okay, that was easy to put in. Let's see how it feels. Okay, well, immediately what I feel is volume. So what I mean by that is, there's suddenly an arch that's been created here now. So right about here, which is the back part of my arch, close to the heel, I'm sitting higher now, like right here, an arch has been created. As most of you know, tennis shoes tend to be on the flatter side. except for maybe like a Barricade or that Sole Court nowadays. That tends to be a little higher in the arch, but I feel volume right now. It's whoa, and I'm filled into the shoe for sure. So I'm also sitting up higher now, like through this part. So this arch has definitely made me rise a bit here. It's not a bad feeling. It's just something I'm not used to. It feels like I'm sitting higher there for sure. That's interesting. I might want to try it like that and see how it goes. My feet are probably not going to be used to it that way. So that was the original one. The standard Cadence insole. So let's see the blue one, which they call the low volume. This is more rubberized. That's more like a Dr. Scholl's. I'm gonna go over it with you later after I'm done. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, so yeah, low volume. This is not as high. It doesn't sit as high as the original one. There's definitely, I feel more room here, so I'm not like pushed up against this top part right now. The arch is not as pronounced. I'm definitely sitting a little lower. This one actually feels a little more comfortable to me. I still feel the arch though, but just not so much volume, not so substantial. I'll probably wear this one. I ease into these arch things. That's actually not bad. I like that one. The low volume one feels much better to me. Okay, so final thoughts about these insoles. I like these, and I'm perfectly fine with these. These are what come with the shoe. These are just kind of like a Dr. Scholl's with maybe a little extra padding. They've done a lot in the last 5-10 years to improve these things. I remember back in the day when they used to just shove a piece of crap in there, then they called it an insole. And when I ripped it out, it was literally went like that, you know. So at least these guys are giving you, you know, pretty good quality when it comes to these insoles. So let's check out these Cadence here. So when I put this original one on, what I felt immediately was, do you remember that infomercial that happened maybe 10 years ago where they gave you like this piece, just this piece to put on top of your existing insole? You know, they ran it over with a tractor and they talked to freaking construction people, say, oh yeah, I got relief from these insoles, and they were like $20 for a pair, and if you act it now, you got a free pair, so it was 2 for $20. Do you remember those? I was a sucker and I got those, and that's kind of like what these felt like to me, which is not bad at all. Don't get me wrong. I wore those for maybe a year, and it gave me relief. So these are like those, except that it's a full insole. So immediately what I felt was that volume that I got through here. And this is the only firm part. So that's firm and rigid right there. They gave you that heel cushion right there. That's super soft. And then a nice arch, which most insoles that come with the shoe don't give you. And then this front part, it's pretty rubberized. So there's definitely gonna be cushion in there. See the thickness of that? And then there's a nice heel cup in here to keep you in, so you don't go out and, you know, get a blister. So it keeps the weight kind of centered in your heel. The thing I don't understand is why these people, the people that make these insoles, they put like a cushion in the heel, right? I mean, tennis players don't really spend much time in the heel. We spend much more time in the front because we're usually running, right? So why don't they do something like that for like this part of the shoe where, you know, we get an extra bounce from the, you know, from the insole, right? That makes more sense. But I mean, this is fine for what it is. This is totally fine. If you need an arch, hey, if you need some support, if you hang out in your heel, hey, you know, they thought about you, okay? So let's check out the other one. So I like this one a little more, which is what they call the low volume one. So it's thinner through here. It's not as high to me when I felt it in the arch. Still got the, so this is a little different. This is more rubberized and a little different in the shape. No, it's actually not. It's actually not. This is the other foot. So I'm just looking at it. The color's a little different. So the piece here on the original is stiffer. No, it's actually not. It's about the same. Maybe because this is thinner here, so it's not so rigid, but it doesn't feel as rigid. So maybe because this is thinner, that makes this softer. This is actually more rubbery. So this is thinner, so they made it more rubbery, and it's got holes in it, so it breathes. See the holes? And then again, the heel cup, slightly less on the arch. So the person who made this, according to the box, was a physical therapist, and he took all the complaints of the patients and developed these from all those people who were complaining about various things. The other thing that I noticed about these was the smell. There's a smell to these. So they put a antimicrobial top to it, whatever. So they put a top in here, so this skin or this top layer, so that when you sweat in these, they don't smell so bad. So you don't have to Lysol it, you know, or if you sweat and you leave it there, stuff don't grow, okay? So you smell it. You can smell these, okay? So that's one thing I noticed about these. So if you're suffering from any foot problems, I mean, check these out. They're not very expensive. You can get them online on, you know, like the warehouse tennis places. Try them on. I like the lower volume one, but if you need that higher arch and more cushion, try the original. All right. Thanks for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your feet.